Hello. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's the Bead Place Weekly Live Party. Ooh, ooh. I'm Abby,
And I'm Becky.
and we are a part of the Bead Place. We are a brick and mortar bead and yarn shop in the St. Louis area, and we're also an online retailer and wholesaler. You can find supplies at beadplace.net. And Becky's got some fun stuff that she's going to share with you tonight. So before we get started, if you wouldn't mind, if you're watching on YouTube, give this video a thumbs up. If you're watching on Facebook, heart it and share it with all of your friends. We would appreciate it. Hi, everybody. All right. So I am just going to go ahead and switch over to our hand cam, and Becky can show you what we're doing.
Hello. So tonight, I'm going to show you how to make my Forest Frolic wrap. It's my new limited edition bracelet necklace wrap beaded kit. Very limited edition while supplies last. So, Abby, can you pull up the description of it on our website and let's talk about it?
Totally. So I just linked it in chat for you guys. Becky, did you want to read that, or you want me to read that?
You read it.
Okay.
I wanted to create a mood.
Sure. Do you want to kind of run over the different types of beads in your hands while I'm reading the description?
Sure.
So Becky wrote, as the weather is changing, I am reminded of all the flora and fauna of a magical forest. This limited edition kit is sure to give you the cozy feels of relaxing with cute little woodland creatures in a mushroom patch, and includes all you need to make a whimsical wrap bracelet or necklace. Check crystal, Java glass, seed beads, and more. Come check out how Becky styles her Forest Frolic. We can't wait to see what you do with this versatile kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think this looks like, well, the white ones look like little mushrooms, and it just reminds me of little squirrels and raccoons and fun.
Yeah.
So, so it is really versatile. This is one of my favorite styles of jewelry to make. It is simple. It is customizable. I am all about the customizable. You can make it as a wrap bracelet, and you can wear it as a necklace. You can make it as only a necklace. You can do so many things you want with it. So let's see what's in the kit. In the kit, we have...
Gia says, hola, hola, Coca-Cola.
Hi, hola. So we have some chain, and it's fun chain too. Different links, different shaped links, and I'll show you different things you can do with that. We have some Eslon, and we have a lobster. Let's get that out of here. The first thing I do when I get any kind of a kit is just take everything out and look at it, kind of take inventory of what is here. So this kit isn't like you have to do it this way. No, you can do anything you want with it. There is a head pin. There are some seed beads. These are size 8 real cows, and some triangles. They're fun. And then this is the fun bag. So this, it is check glass in the blue and the white, and an assortment of Java glass. Abby, can you tell us about Java glass?
Sure. So Java glass is made using traditional methods in the East Java region of Indonesia. And they are in the style of African trade gooseberry beads. They're not technically gooseberry beads, but they are made in the same style using traditional methods. They've just not been traded through those trade routes, so they are Java beads rather than gooseberry beads.
Also, there is a big eye needle. This is my favorite needle because it is Becky proof, meaning it's easy to use. I'm a very clumsy girl. So this, the whole middle of the needle is the eye. And watch, I can't do it now.
You want me to do it?
No, I think I got it.
Okay. Use the card.
There we go.
Okay.
So do you see how the whole needle there is the height? So it's super easy to thread and use. You don't have to use it. Some people prefer to use one. Optional. I might use it later. We'll see. So yeah, so the first thing I like to do when I get any kit out is just take inventory of what I have. So I'm going to put all my seed beads in a pile, and I'm going to put all my Java glass in a pile, and all my hardware in a pile, and so on. So let's see.
Jan says, hey, I love the looks of this bracelet.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Also, hello to Coral and Kimberly and Kara and Wendy and Natalie and other Laura. And hi, Karen. Thanks for joining. We're just getting started, so you're not too late.
Cool. Okay. So there's a lot of different ways that you can style this. So, or like design it, I should say. So what I did is I did every other a white and a blue focal, and mine are about 2.5 inches apart. And if you do that, when you wear it, it will look like this, like 3 blue together and like a couple white all together, and it just happens to fall like that. So when you're making this, you got to just think, if you want to plan where things are going to be, just kind of hold it up to your arm as you go, or if you just want to do totally random, that's cool too. This, with some of the leftover chain, I use some of the chain as a clasp here, and then some of the leftover chain I put on, I call that a bridge. I don't know if there's an official name for it, but I call that a bridge. Just put it on part of your bracelet. And since this chain has open links, after the bracelet was all done and I tried it on, I made sure that I put that part on the part of the bracelet that would sit right here, top and center. And then with a couple of the links also, I did what I call floaters. Where is it? Here's one. So I just have one link just like floating there. It can move around, little fidget toy. And then here's another one. And the links are different shaped and like have textures, and so it's a point of interest. When I make this style of jewelry, I like it to be like, if you just glance at it, you're not going to see all of it. You got to like look at it and, oh wow, that's in there, and that's in there too. So those are options that you can do. You don't have to. You can leave the chain off completely if you wanted to. I gave you enough Eslon thread here to make long enough for the original bracelet I made is 3 wraps around my wrist with room to spare, but I'm pretty sure there's enough Eslon to make even longer, like if you wanted to wear it just as a longer necklace, or 4 wraps or maybe even 5 wraps around your wrist. So you really can do like anything you want with this kit. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is take our lobster, and I like to attach my lobster to one end of the Eslon. And of course you can use any knot you want to, but I like to leave a couple inches for tail. I put it through there and just do an overhand knot in the cord. And then I put it through the little loop here again. So there's 2 passes of Eslon attached to the lobster.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah. This Eslon is pretty darn strong, and I've never had it break, but I also know that I'm clumsy, and I just like to have double security. So 2 passes through there, and then I do 2 more knots.
Like a square knot?
Yeah, well, pretty much, yeah.
So like right over left, left over right, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Guys, we've got over 20 people watching live with us already. We've just gotten started. If you wouldn't mind taking a minute to like the video if you're watching on YouTube, or heart it and share it if you're watching on Facebook, we would appreciate it.
Hi, Danielle.
Hey, Danielle. Guys, check out Danielle Wicks. She is an awesome jewelry designer.
Oh, thanks, Kim. I like the bridge and the random links. Lots of options. Yeah. Oh, and I'm glad you mentioned charms. I included a head pin if you want to set aside a bead ahead of time and make a little dangle for it later. And you can put the dangle anywhere on your bracelet you want to, or what I did is I put it on the end of my chain by the clasp. I just used one of the Java beads there. And that's just, I did a close wrap loop and just dangled it like a little dangle or little charm. And you could add a charm to it if you wanted to or whatever you wanted to do. So yeah, so that's an option. So before I get started,
Wendy says, am I crazy or did you guys have captions on your live before? So Wendy, if you are watching on different devices, the different platforms that you're watching on could have different live caption settings. I believe if you have the stream audio turned on, or I'm sorry, off on Facebook, it should automatically do captions. And then YouTube, I believe, does captions after the fact. But hopefully it'll be live on Facebook if you just watch it with the audio off. If you're having trouble, let us know and we'll see if there's any tinkering that we can do to make sure that you have captions.
Yeah. So, like I said, you can be random with this. You can plan it out, whatever you want. So for this, I like to plan out like my focals. So I knew that I wanted to, put 2 orange, around a white or 2 green ones around a blue. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to lay out what looks good. And I like these colors. So I'm just going to do those colors. And you totally don't have to do this step. I like to do it, just so there's no surprises. And like on my sample here, I did like every 2.5 inches or so, I put a focal, and that's the perfect spacing to do all of the check glass here that come with it, evenly spaced for a 3 wrap. For my wrist, I have a 7-inch wrist. That's pretty standard, I think. So that is what I did. And you totally don't have to, but I like to plan a little bit. A little bit.
Wendy says, I went out and came back in and it's there now. Awesome.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Cool.
Love when technology works the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. Imagine that. I'm going to put this one and we're going to do this one just so that when I'm actually making the bracelet, I don't have to like stop and think, oh, what am I going to do now? But yeah, put those there, and
I think it's so awesome to see how different people design things differently. Like Becky's laying hers out in rows like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I might do mine all in one straight line or any U shape on a bead board. So everybody's mind works differently, and I just think it's really cool to watch other people's creative processes.
I would like to do it all in a straight row, but I want to have it on camera. Right. So it kind of has to be like this right now. But yeah, if I had my way, I think I would do it like more spread out. But whatever.
That's fun.
Okay, cool. I think they're all different. So we have that all laid out. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Cool. So basically what we're going to be doing is just doing a section of, actually 2 sections of the seed beads mixed with Java glass, and then 1 section of a focal. And that's all there is to it. There's knots between, and I'll give you a couple strategies for putting knots in there. Unlike a lot of knotting projects, the knots don't have to be super precise because look, there's wiggle room. And if they aren't all the same amount of wiggle room, that's fine. That's totally fine. Look, there's a whole bunch right here.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I just want to say that's maybe my favorite part of this whole design is all of the movement when you wear it, because every little link has a little bit of play in it, or as Kate Richburg says, it has room to breathe. Yeah. Or no, let the air in it. Or I don't know what Kate Richburg says.
There's plenty of wiggle room. Yeah, definitely. And I don't know about you, but I'm the kind of person that just plays my jewelry all day, and there's plenty of just fidget spinners and things to do and points of interest and squirrel. Or with this one, raccoon, woodland creatures. So anyway, so I'm gonna get started. I am going to start with a small section. My crooked? Yeah.
No, I just was going to have you put the little icon off.
Cool.
I'll move you back
So I'm going to do this without my needle as long as I can. If the ends get frayed, of course, you can cut it off or, whatever you want to do with it. But, and I'm just going to, okay. So does anybody else find it hard to be random? I really have a hard time being random.
Yeah.
So I literally just have to close my eyes and just pick from the seed bead pile and just pick 2 or 3, and whatever ends up there ends up there. And so each of my sections between the focals is about an inch or so.
Susanna says, joined late. How long will the necklace be?
This one, the sample that I made is exactly 3 times around my wrist. So I'd say it's, I don't know, maybe it was at 20 inches.
Probably about 22 inches with that extender chain, right?
Yeah, something like that. But you can make it as long as you want. You can make this a single wrap bracelet. You can make it a double wrap bracelet. This is a triple wrap bracelet or a shorter necklace. You could throw that out the window and only make like a longer necklace and I even measure for your wrist.
Well, there's a lot of extra Eslon in the kit too.
Yeah.
So you could leave more spaces between the knotted sections.
And there is more beads than you need also.
Yeah.
So just
Carmen.
Go until you run out if you want to. Just have fun with it. Okay, let me get this on here and then I'll show you how I do my knots.
Lygia says, I need interactive jewelry to wear so when I'm having meetings and I want to say what I want to. I don't. I like that.
Yep.
Susanna says, oh, I thought it was a necklace. It can be whatever you want.
It can be, yeah. I wear it as both. I do. Okay, so here's my first section. It's about an inch or so, but that's just what I'm doing. You can do whatever you want to. So how I make my knots. I put my finger here, just wrap it around my finger, and then pull through. If I can grab it. There we go. Pull through, and then we have a loop. I'm going to stick my finger in the loop, and see how if I move my finger, it kind of moves the knot. I'm just going to move it so it's like right, it doesn't have to be right on the bead. Whatever, just put it there, and then I pinch it with my thumb right there, and then pull, zoop, and there you go.
Sound effects are necessary.
Sound effects are very necessary. You can put it right up next to the knot if you want to. And like I said, it doesn't have to be even the same amount of distance between the beads and your knot every time. You can do whatever you want. If you want to be more precise about your knots, Abby has a suggestion about that.
I do. So a lot of times, depending on how long my fingernails are at any given time, hand knotting may or may not be precise or tight for me. So I like using bent nose tweezers, or also known as knotting tweezers, to help me place those knots precisely. We also have a tool at beadplace.net called an easy knotting tool, or a pearl knotting tool, essentially, is the other name for it. And I'll link those in chat for you below. But before I do that, I just wanted to mention that Cindy says if you wear it as a necklace, you could also hang a dangler on those single chain links you put on.
Yes, that's another idea too. Also, if you don't have the tweezers, you can put a knitting needle or something in here, but the tweezers really do get it like a fine point down there if that is the look you're going for. But I just kind of situate it approximately where I want it and then just pull it tight, and there you go. Like this one is more wiggle room, and that's fine too. There's not really any rules. Okay, so I am going to do a section with the focal beads on it now. And so let's see. The knot is right there and the knot is right there. So I don't always do just the focal bead in a Java. I put a C bead on either side of this. Mix it up. Have fun. Whatever. I'm going to throw on one of these bright chartreuse green. And then I'm going to start with a white one. So we'll do red. The white ones remind me of the mushrooms, like in a little forest or something. I love it.
For some reason, Facebook has given us trouble a little bit with posting links tonight in live chat. If those links are not coming through for you and you're wanting to check out anything that we are talking about that I say that I'm linking, the link should be there after the chat. And then they're also easy to find items in the search bar of our website. If you go to beadplace.net, which you can see on your screen right now, the search bar is going to be right at the top, like where the menu is, and you can click in there and type in what you're looking for, and it works really well, in my opinion. Beautiful.
There we go. If you wanted to, another idea would be you can put a knot between every single bead if you wanted to. Keep in mind you're going to take up a little bit, use a little bit more cord if you do that, but that's certainly an option also. You know, I've done that before with things like this. I like to make a lot of jewelry. I have quite a few of these at home in different colors. So yeah. So like I said, though, this is a limited edition kit. There are only so many made, and that's all there's gonna be.
Anne says, why do you twist before you knot?
Why do I twist?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Why do I wrap it around my finger?
That's likely what we're wondering.
I just wrap it around my finger to get a loop. That's what makes a loop.
The string. So maybe as to not imply, Becky is a fiber artist, and so she might be instinctively doing that to make sure that the ply doesn't come untwisted when she's working.
Maybe, yeah.
Eslan is not very likely to like become unplied or anything, but a lot of times those of us used to working with plied cords or yarn just kind of instinctively do those things.
Yeah. I did include a big eye needle in case it does get kind of unplied and you don't want to keep cutting it. Whatever you want to do. So like on this section, I'm not even adding a Java bead. It's just all random seed beads, and that's fine too. And if your sections of the focal beads aren't exactly 2.5 inches apart, that's fine too.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. When I make a project, when I design a project, it's going to be customizable. It's going to be no rules. You know, like art shouldn't have too many rules. So just have fun. Okay, so let's put a blue one in there. We're going to do every other. So let's put a couple of these. And
hey, Sue.
Yeah, hi, Sue. And I have a surprise for you. Let me put on the focal beads here, then I will tell you about my surprise. As some of you know, I am a gel print artist, and tonight, anybody who places an order on beadplace.net before midnight central tonight, while supplies last, will get one of my gel prints sent with your order. And I will show you those in just a second.
Cindy asks, how often are you making knots?
Every inch or so. Let's see. So like right here is a section. And right there is a section.
Hey,
you can make a knot between every bead, every other bead. You can do every 10 beads. You can do a knot between 2 beads and then a knot between 8 beads. Just whatever you want to do. I'm doing approximately 1 inch or 1.5 inches between sections. I think sometimes on my example here, I did a little bit more. You can do whatever you want to. And I purposely, you know, made the knots different distances away from the beads. So it would just be random and, you know, have a lot of wiggle room and
yeah, if you want your beads to move a lot, and if you want to have a lot of long sections of Aslan showing, you might want to space your knots a little farther apart. If you want smaller little bits of Aslan showing, you can place your knots closer together. And then if you want no Aslan showing at all,
yeah,
you can do that too.
You know, and if you really want to change it up, you don't have to do any knots. Just string all your beads and wear it like that.
Yeah.
You can totally do that too. I just like the knots because it kind of adds interest and I don't know, just a little bit more to like, whoa, what is that?
Yeah.
That is, I think, my favorite part about these is a quick glance is not going to show you everything. You got to like really look at it and like, I only have one of this color bead in there, you know?
Alex has a question for you on the screen. I'll let you read that.
What's your spaghetti policy there? What?
What is your spaghetti policy there?
What does that
Do
mean?
you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, Eddie keeps telling me that I should watch it, but I have not watched it yet. I'm embarrassed to say. I know I would like it.
It's horrible.
I'm sure I would love it.
So guys, Becky is showing you guys her favorite techniques for assembling her Forest Frolic wrap kit, which is a limited edition kit that we just launched last week. So most of the kits are sold out, or most of the kits are gone already, but we are not quite yet sold out. I think we have under 10 kits left.
Yeah.
So once it's gone, it's gone. It is limited edition. I just posted it in the chat for you guys.
Yeah. And if all goes well, maybe there'll be more kits in the future.
Yeah.
Limited edition kits. You know, and I was going to say, if you really wanted to switch it up and customize it to your own, like I was saying, you know, I only have like one of these beads in it. You could add one of your favorite beads at home. Like a lot of times when I make jewelry, not all the time, but a lot of time, I like to put a star in all of my stuff or a skull.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to, you know, you could add like your birthstone in there or just your favorite bead that you bought recently and didn't know what to do with it, or just a bead that's been sitting on your desk and you've been looking at it, just throw it in there, you know, just add interest and
make it your own.
Yeah, it's yours.
Alex says it's the greatest piece of fiction of all time across all mediums.
Okay, well,
that is a bold claim,
yeah, I was going to say that is a big statement.
So speaking of greatest pieces of fiction, that reminds me to ask you guys, what is your favorite movie? Let us know in chat what your favorite movie is.
That's a good one.
I don't know what mine is.
I can't pick one, but I like Alice in Wonderland. I like Idiocracy. I like Pulp Fiction.
We have a giant Pulp Fiction poster.
Yeah?
In our basement.
Nice. Is it the Uma Thurman with her wig on?
No.
No.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. The summer that movie came out, I was dating the guy that worked the ticket booth at the, what do you call it, drive-in. So I saw that movie, I am not joking, 87 times.
Goodness.
Yeah, maybe not all of it at once, but yeah. And I own the DVD, and yeah, I watch it at least a couple times a year. It's a good movie. It's not everybody's taste, but I think it's a good movie.
Alex says The Departed, Pulp Fiction, and The Batman.
The Batman. Yeah, you told me to watch that. I haven't watched that either. Yeah. I should start taking friends' recommendations more often.
Especially because you guys share one of your favorite movies.
Yeah. Pulp Fiction is awesome.
Is Alex the only one brave enough to share with us his favorite movies?
We quote Pulp Fiction all the time. Whose motorcycle is this? It's not a motorcycle, it's a chopper. Whose chopper is this? Can we finish that line?
I don't know anything about anything.
Yeah. Well, and Bruce Willis is in it, and yeah, Bruce Willis is one of my favorites.
Alex says the Batman is greater than the Dark Knight.
Okay. The Batman.
The Batman, dare I say.
Was that the one with Edward from Twilight?
I have no idea. Ruth Ann Scott says, will I be able to watch this on replay? Yes, you can find this on replay, not only on our Facebook page, under the videos tab or the live tab, depending on how you're looking at the page, on what device, but you'll also find it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. If you buy the kit, the link comes with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can always go to our YouTube channel. It's probably easier to find on YouTube than Facebook. And just search Abbi Berta or the Bead Place and Forest Frolic Wrap. And it will be there forever.
For all eternity.
Forever.
Sally says, Gone with the Wind. I'm a classic.
Oh. Hi, Sally.
We just saw Sally.
Yeah, Sally actually bought the first kit of this.
The very first. She received the very first
she came and got it in person, so she got the first one. There's a lot more in the mail, but she received the first one because she came in and got it in person. So yay. Are you making it along with us, Sally? Are you playing with us?
My Beaded Bliss says, I'll say Hocus Pocus just because it's that time of year. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty, I don't want to say impressionable by the seasons, but I'm pretty impressionable by the seasons. So Danielle says, I can't pick just one favorite, but loved some of the classics like Breakfast Club. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yes.
I love that.
Yeah. Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink.
Alex says, Robert Pattinson is an amazing actor.
I don't know.
Pardon me. Ruth says, wonderful, thank you. Sally says, Die Hard, Christmas movie or not, I say yes. I think it is too.
Bruce Willis.
You guys, thank you so much for all those purchases coming through. I don't know if you hear all those buzzes, but thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Alex says, hi, everyone. I have to go. Bye, everyone. Love you, Abby.
Bye, Alex. Enjoy your spaghetti.
Bye, Alex. We love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Everybody say bye, Alex. Alex is probably eating Hawaiian Bros. That's what he eats.
Speaking of Pulp Fiction, it's a Kahuna burger.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
that Hawaiian joint.
Yep.
Okay, so my end is frayed. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to cut it.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
Or you could use the big eye needle.
Or I could use a big eye needle.
Sally says, I am not making a long. I'm sorting the beads.
Okay.
That's
well, that
funny.
counts too.
Alex says, I'm eating Hawaiian Bros.
Just like on Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
Hawaiian Bros is good. They have Dole Whip there.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
They have seasoned vegetables, which depending on which location you go to, are either like very heavily seasoned or like not seasoned enough.
Huh.
So sometimes you can get lucky and get just the right amount of seasoning, but then they've got this teriyaki sauce that you pour over it.
Huh.
And then with the white rice, it's a pretty good meal. And you get some spears of pineapple. And then pineapple Dole Whip. Earthquake. Sorry, guys.
So, okay, I ran into a problem. So some of these, it's not a problem, it's a design opportunity. Some of the Java beads have bigger holes than other ones do. So if you think you've put a bead on there that has a bigger hole than the knot you make, my secret is to put a seed bead on there right before you knot it, because a knot will not go through the seed bead. So that's that.
Clever.
Yeah. How are we doing on time?
It is just 7:33.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if we're going to finish tonight, but when it gets to like 15 minutes before, Abby, let me know, and I'll show them the finishing techniques,
okay.
even if we're not done.
Okay, you got it. So
there's a couple more surprises that I've got for you, and little techniques to show you.
Sue says, Becky, you don't use the knotting tool? Have you ever used the knotting tool?
You know, we were just talking about this beforehand, and I like to make my knots because I like them to be not perfect and I like them to be kind of random. But I totally understand how people love the knotting tool.
I'm a knotting tweezers kind of gal. The knotting tool is okay. Like I used to teach all of our pearl knotting classes here at the store. And I would teach hand knotting. I would teach knotting tweezers. I would teach pin knotting. Teach traditional pearl knotting and the knotting tool all in one session.
Wow.
And most people picked the knotting tweezers. Sally says, this kit is really pretty. This will be worn frequently.
Thank you. I think it matches a lot of stuff.
Kimberly says, I use the knotting tweezers as well, or an awl. Yep, definitely. Danielle says, me too. Tweezers are my fave. Yep. And then Cindy says, straight pin knotting. Yeah, and isn't that so interesting how there's a ton of people here that make jewelry on a regular basis and we all have different preferences for what we like to do. I just think that that's super cool.
Yeah. I just like using my hands. I used to be a hairstylist and I was always the stylist who never wore gloves when I did hair color. And I just like, I don't know, I just got to use my hands. I do pour paintings at home, like acrylic pour paintings. And when my daughter does it, she uses gloves. But I just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. Right now I've got paint on my arm from gel printing and,
She does. I see it.
whatever. It's okay. I'm an artist.
Did you show your prints?
Not yet. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I was going to do
said
that.
You were going to do it.
Yeah.
So you go ahead. I was just going to tell them.
You can tell them.
What they get. Guys, with any purchase tonight at beadplace.net, you will receive one free piece of art while supplies last. Becky has handmade each of these beautiful prints. You can frame them, or you can use them as like a postcard.
A note card, you can put a recipe on it. Or
you could even repurpose them into
a greeting card.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can write a note to a friend, whatever. This is my new stencil over at pmartiststudio.com. This is called Sweater Weave.
That's so pretty.
And it's 4 postcard size stencils. Here's one design of it. And then here is another design of it. I kind of overlapped it on this one. But yeah, so it's 4 different variations of that. pmartiststudio.com. And it's called Sweater Weave. If you just search Becky, you'll see all my stuff on there.
Yeah.
And here's another one of my designs. This is Punctuation Parade. There's
Love it.
Butterfly. This one is so pretty. And that one, I forgot what that one's called. Butterfly. And here is Punctuation Parade again.
And guys, we can't guarantee that you will receive the one that you want, but if you saw one that really, really calls to you, you can add in your order note to request if you'd like.
Yeah.
No guarantees. But
while supplies last, you get a print. While supplies last. And we can look at those again later if you want.
Yeah. Karen says, I do a lot of in-home shows for the holidays. I tell people jewelry is like art. We all have a preference. Totally.
Yeah.
Sue says, I love the butterfly.
Yeah. This one, there was 3 of the butterfly, but this one with the butterfly is my favorite.
Yeah.
Orange and blue and green. And
they're all gorgeous.
That's so not me, right?
Yeah, definitely not.
And then this one.
I'm starting to see your colors shift, Becky. I don't know if you've noticed that.
When I do prints that other people are going to either acquire or if I'm going to show them off to a mass audience, I try purposefully to use every color in the rainbow, because if I only use my color scheme like this, purple, greens, and blues, I don't know. I feel like people are going to get bored with that. So I try to mix it up. This group just happens to have a lot of orange and stuff, but these are my colors right here.
Yeah, those
these
are
Becky colors. Yeah. But sometimes I like to, put other stuff.
Dabble into Abbi colors.
Yeah. Sometimes.
If you guys have been watching our streams for a while, you might know that Becky and I are polar opposites when it comes to a lot of things, which means that we work together very well because we do a lot of our inventory buying together. And if it was just me, I would buy just the stuff I like. And if it was just Becky, I'd
be buying all the purple.
Just the stuff she likes. And so we tag team, and then we try.
We get a whole rainbow.
Everybody likes.
Yeah. It works.
It does.
It works. This one has a smaller hole than I would like.
It's so funny. A lot of times we'll be meeting with the vendor, and Becky will be like, "That's ugly. Are you sure you want that?"
Yeah. But
that's my favorite one out of the entire lot.
Yeah. Abby, go over to the bookshelf where the purses are and get the print with the stars on it.
Okay.
And I'll show them a prime example of, I hate it, but she loves it. You know what I'm talking about? The bookshelf with the purses on it.
Yeah. Gia says the store would be called the Purple Bead Store.
Exactly. Gotta have all the colors represented. Not just purples and not just oranges. Yeah, see, this section was a lot more than 2.5 inches, but whatever. So this print, I brought in just a stack of my prints for show and tell one day. And we have a show and tell here. And I was showing this, and I'm like, this was a mess up. I really don't like it. I think I'm going to go over it and just like do something else with it totally. And Abby was like, oh my gosh, I love it.
The colors are a little bit undersaturated. It's a lot deeper.
There's a little bit of gold and purple interference right there. I don't know if you can see the purple.
Here, let's try it this way. Hold on.
There we go.
Well, kind of. It's still a lot deeper.
But yeah, I thought it was so ugly. Abby's like, oh, I love it. So it is yours. I signed it and it's on the shelf over there now.
It's nice to have friends that you can share with.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, that's my other life. I do gel printing and I design stencils and stamps and other artist materials for PM Artist Studio. It's geared toward gel printing and mixed media.
So Ruth Ann says, I started watching late. I see beads are not added first before knotting. Aren't beads typically added first and then knotted? I will watch replay. Will this be explained?
You can if you want to.
I'm not quite sure if I understand the question, but just to kind of go over the beginning, what Becky did was she started by tying her lobster clasp on, and she's just basically adding sections. She laid out her design or her focal beads first into little sections.
It's kind of wrecked now. There they are.
And now she's going in and kind of filling in the blanks as she spaces her larger beads. And she had said about 2.5 inches apart between the bigger beads, and then about every inch or so she's adding a knot.
The sections are about that big.
The beauty of this particular design is that you can basically just do your own thing. So Becky is intentionally leaving space between the knots so that there is a lot of movement in this design.
Uneven spaces too.
Yeah.
Sally, who is in chat, is organizing her beads and get ready to do it with us. Sally, I'm curious, are you gonna do like the same pattern I'm doing, or are you gonna mix it up and put like all the blue ones together, or do anything different? What kind of design ideas do you have?
It'd be cool to also cut up the chain and tie links, like to tie it to the links.
Oh, instead of just letting the link float?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be a good idea too.
Becky, we are to the point now in our stream where I think it would be a good time for you to start to share some of those extra design ideas.
The finishing tips?
Finishing tips and
okay.
The chain stuff.
So yeah, we're about half done or so. So okay, so let's like move all this out of the way.
The swags and the links and stuff.
Yeah, cool. So we're about half done or so. So this is what we have. Let's pretend this is all done. And you wrap it around your wrist. Oh, earthquake, sorry. You wrap it around your wrist and you decide that you need 2 inches of chain to make it a good length. So let me find some tools in the salad bar. There we go. We have a whole trough full of tools over there, and I call it the salad bar. So on this chain, the links open. So I am going to open these. There we go. And we'll just pretend like that is the amount. And then I would tie this straight onto here. The same way that we tied the lobster onto the front. Put it through the loop, tie it, put it through the loop again. So there's 2 passes of Eslon through the hardware. And then make a double knot over the thread itself. That's what I would do. And then, so with your extra chain that you have left over, on my example here, I took some of the chain and made what I call a little bridge. So you come back after the fact and you can open the links and put it on here and just like a little dangly. It's just a design feature. And I put on my bracelet so that, it would help if I opened it up. I put it on so that the top center is right here. And so I kind of just like eyeballed it. And that is where I put my
Oh.
yeah, so I purposely put it right there because my clasp is going to be down here. So this is at the top. So I purposely put the chain there.
And so you added the chain after the fact.
Yes, you can because the links are open.
Oh my goodness. I thought you strung it in as you went and had to think about it ahead of time.
No, you can. You totally can.
Oh
And
my gosh, Becky.
yeah, you totally can. You can, like, as you're making this, you can decide, okay, well, my lobster is there, so it's going to hang. Okay, so this is going to be front and center. You can, put it there as you're working if you wanted to. And then it's going to wrap around, so you can kind of try it on. And if you don't, oh, this one's too close to that one, you can put this one down here. As you're working, you can wrap it around your wrist if you want to, and just kind of see where those are going to hit. On my sample here, I was a little bit more meticulous about the spacing between the focals. And it just so happens that when I'm wearing it, the whites kind of have a cluster and the blue ones kind of have a cluster, and that's just the way it worked out. But you can totally like put it on, just like drape it across your wrist every couple sections when you're making it. And, oh, I don't like the way that looks. Just move it around and just make it according to, that if you want to. You don't have to.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, so the bridge is one thing you can do with it. And if you want to, I didn't do it to my sample yet, but I plan to. If you want to, since these are open links and it is only on the S-Lon and it's pretty thin, you can take just a drop of glue like Special T or GS Hypo Cement, which we have on our website, and just put just a tiniest little bit in the break of the thing, just to be sure, it won't fall off. Another thing I did with the links left over, because really you only need, this much for a bridge. You can do a couple bridges if you wanted to. So the links on this chain, there's 3 different shapes, and like one of them has like a pattern etched in it. I don't know if you can see there. So they're pretty cool. So I took one of these kind of round links there and then one of the textured links, and I made what I call floaters. So on my sample here, you'll see there's one of the textured links. I just open it up and put it on there after the fact. But you can do it as you go if you want to. And then there's another one right here. And it looks kind of funny when it's just like this because they're so close together. But when it's on, we did, the bridge here, the center. So I have a float here, and I have a float here. I did like perfectly spaced here and here. And after you, try it on, you can see where it is and decide I want one there and one there. So I have the floats there, and I have the bridge here.
That's so cool.
So, but you can do as many floats as you want, or like Abby said, you could tie it on as if it was a bead. Whatever you wanted to do.
That's so cool. Wendy, goodbye. I hope you have a good day.
Bye, Wendy.
Or night.
Night. Yeah, she's at work.
So Kimberly says, Becky, I'll have to check out the art of gel printing. I am intrigued. I make cards, etc., but work mainly with dye and pigment inks, as well as distress and embossing inks using stamps, embossing folders, and stencils. Becky makes stamps too, Kimberly.
Stamps and stencils, yeah. Yeah, I just had some stamps come out that were like artist date info, like that would go on the back of something that you give to somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, those are really cool. Hey, Kimberly, I don't know if you're local or not, but if you're within traveling distance of the St. Louis area, Becky occasionally teaches gel printing classes here.
I do. And mixed media and like anything in that field that you want.
Yeah. And then also, while we're on the topic of mixed media classes, coming up November 22nd. Is that the date? I think it's November 22nd.
Yes.
November 22nd, Becky and I are tag teaming to teach at the Jesse James Beads Winter Workshop. So while Becky is showing you her beautiful design there, I'm going to take a minute to run and grab the sample bracelet for what Becky and I will be sharing.
Are we going to give them a preview?
Yes. I already
Yay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's
tell them about what we're doing.
Yeah, so it's a really cool event. There are other presenters as well. One of them is Danielle Wicks. I don't know if she's still here. Are you still here, Danielle? She was in chat a few minutes ago with us. She's presenting also. We are doing paper beads. I am making paper beads, and Abby is making a project with the paper beads. And the theme is ribbon candy for the winter workshop. And
well, our theme is ribbon candy.
Yeah,
Their theme
yeah.
is like holiday sweets and
Yeah.
treats and stuff.
Here's Abby.
So check out this fun thing. Isn't that neat? So Becky and I are going to be teaching you. Well, Becky's going to be teaching you how to make those gorgeous, sturdy, durable paper beads. And then
These are not
I'll
your
show you
grandma's
how
paper
to
beads.
make a bracelet like this out of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Danielle says, "Oh, neat! I'm joining you for winter workshop. Yay!"
Yeah.
Sally says, "I will do the chain bridge, also a few floaters with tiny dangles on them.
Oh, dangles off the floaters.
Cute. I
Nice.
might also try putting a halo of beads around one of the focals. I got addicted to them from a Danielle kit."
Well, I want to see that. Make sure to post it in our Facebook group. It's the Bead Place Facebook group.
Yeah.
We want to see it. Anybody who makes this, I would love to see what you make. I just made a little dangle off the end of my chain that gets attached to the lobster when you're wearing it. But yeah, you could totally do a bunch of those or whatever. I included one head pin, but you could always do more. I did a clothes wrap loop. You could do a loop any way you wanted to.
So Kimberly says, "Awesome. Do you sell your stamps, etc.? Last time in Florida, but what a great offering. I'd be there if I could be." I'm going to link that website that Becky sells her stamps and stencils through for you in chat.
Yeah, it's pmartiststudio.com, and Abby's going to link that. Just go there and search Becky. I'm the only Becky designer on there, and you'll see all my stuff. I'd have a coupon code for first-time users to that website. Any orders over $35, type in the code BeckyFan10, BECKY, the number 10, BeckyFan10, BECKYFAN, the number 10, at checkout, and that will save you 10% on your first order over $35, site-wide, not just my designs. And check out everybody else too. They've got some really cool stuff.
So Sally says, "Are we using your papers, Becky, to make the beads?"
Not for that event.
So there are so many students that are signed up for the winter workshop already, and tickets tickets are still available. So Becky is one person, as you guys know.
Yeah.
that would be a lot, and tickets would be way
wish,
more
yeah.
expensive.
I wish I could make
Yeah.
prints for everybody, but no.
So Jesse James Beads sourced some really pretty, like, origami style paper.
It's really cool. I'm impressed.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
I had fun working with it.
It's like as close to Becky's gorgeous art prints as you can get while still being mass produced, I would say.
Let's show the bracelet one more time. I'll show it up close. Okay. Yeah. And if you go on the event page, you'll see a sample of my other paper beads I make. It's a picture of my hand out like that with beads made out of my prints.
Yeah.
But these are pretty similar though.
If you're interested in seeing the process in depth, Becky has a live stream replay here on our channel. When was that?
I believe it was the first one of this year.
Oh, this year. Okay.
I believe it was the first one of this year.
But you'll find it in the live replays on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So Cindy says, "Make your danglers with beads or charms, hook them to a clasp, and then you can move them around and take them off."
There you go. Idea. Interchangeable. Love it. Love it.
Rosie says, "Great project."
Thank you.
And Kathy says, "Gorgeous."
Well, maybe I'll have to make another one of these kits, different colors and everything, and we'll do another one.
I'm excited.
Because really, I mean, the possibilities are endless. I literally have like 15 or 20 of these at home in different colors. I was showing Abby one that I was making for a gift for a friend. I showed it to her yesterday, and she said, "Ooh, I love it." I said, "Thank you."
I did.
Yeah.
I'm going to link that winter workshop in chat for you guys.
Yeah, check it out. All the other presenters have really cool projects too.
Definitely. Kimberly says, "Thank you for the coupon. I just love that your brick and mortar is thriving. Classes are filling up and doing so well. I miss them. I bet many more in our community feel this way." Yeah, we To be perfectly honest, the majority of our business is online. Not only like from the streams, but from the YouTube channel and kit sales and stuff from us having YouTube tutorials for the past 15, almost 20 years.
And events and word of mouth.
But the excitement and buzz and just like that creative community feeling, there's nothing better than that experience in person. So I would encourage you all to check to see if there's bead shops in your area. New businesses open all the time. And although bead stores traditionally, well, over the last maybe 15 years or so, have been few and far between, if you can make a day trip to go support a store, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it because each shop has something different to offer.
Yeah. If you want to come see us, we have hotels right across the street.
We do, and they really do exist.
And restaurants and everything.
Yeah.
I think my needle just got caught in the thing.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. I'll fix it. Decky do it.
Decky do it.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun here. I like talking to other creatives. So yeah, I mean, you get the point. Here it is. It's almost done. So yeah. Does anybody have any questions or want to share their ideas? If you guys make this, I want to see it on our Facebook group, the Bead Place Facebook group. That's what it's called. I would love to see what you make. Yeah.
Like Gia says, a road trip with my sis then.
For sure. There's Airbnbs around here too.
Yes, totally. And we are so close to a lot of super fun stuff over on the St. Louis side of the
St.
river.
Louis has a ton of cool stuff to do for super cheap.
Mm-hmm. And then we are right down the road from Cahokia Mounds, which is an awesome experience.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of cool stuff to do around here. So before we finish up, I want to remind you guys that we have to pull a winner for Bead Extravaganza.
Oh, yeah.
So let me switch over to our face cam and we will pull a winner. So the winner must be here live. And the winners are pulled from the comments of our Bead Extravaganza stream. And the winner receives a $25 gift certificate.
Yay.
Need just a minute to get it set up. While we are doing that, Becky, would you want to tell them about our
Halloween party?
Yes.
Yay. This
That's
Saturday.
exactly what I was going to say. How did you read my mind?
I don't know. So Saturday, which way? Here we go. On my camera.
Yep.
Saturday is the last Saturday of the month. So we are having our monthly free workshop. In addition to that, it is October. So we are we doing all the Halloween kits again?
So we are doing mummies and sugar skulls.
Cool.
Yes.
The sugar skull is my favorite one.
Yes.
Maybe you can link those in chat too.
I would be happy to do that
when you're done picking a
whenever
winner.
I am done.
So there'll be projects to do. The instruction is free and the tools, use of our tools is free. You just pay for the supplies that you use. You can make as many or as few as you want to. We will have candy and we will have a photo booth set up that you can use props and be all funny. We have
in lieu of the photo booth, we're actually doing the costume contest.
Oh, because people already be dressed up funny.
The photo taking will be the costume contest.
Yes. Yeah. So if you come in a costume, any costume at all, let us take a picture of you and we will, we put it on our Facebook group and people are voting?
Facebook page. And then it'll get shared. That post will get shared to the group. Yeah.
And you can choose. You guys get to vote on a winner.
Yes.
And the winner wins how much gift certificate?
A $50 gift certificate and a $200 value glass jar. It's a skull jar.
It's pretty cool.
And it has over $200 of high-end beads in it.
It's very cool.
All right.
Who do we got?
Let's see. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Oh, Sarah Ayler. She can't win. She's a presenter. Okay, never mind. Let's do it again.
She can't win.
Okay, who do we have? Do we have Wendy Romanov in chat? Wendy Romanov. Let us know if you are watching. We'll give Wendy about a minute, and then if she is not here, we will pull another winner.
Have to be present to win, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the rules today.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be really cool, Danielle. And you could probably, maybe, if you want to, teach along those road trips stops.
Yeah.
Sally says, Becky, a future kit idea, steampunk inspired, using some of the art metal component by Anju.
Yes.
That would be neat.
Let's do it. That's a good idea.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah.
All right. I don't see that we have Wendy in chat, so let's pull again.
Pick another one.
Sally Shade! We know Sally's here.
Sally's here. Yay!
That is so funny. Sally Shade, you are our winner. You can let us know either here in chat or by messaging us after the stream to let us know if you want in-store gift certificate or if you'd want it applied as a coupon code or given to you as a coupon code.
Bye, Rebecca. Rebecca said she had to go. I said bye.
Oh, yes.
Congratulations to Sally.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's
Yay.
awesome. Congrats, Sally.
Here.
That's so cool. Yeah. So Kimberly says, yes, Danielle, my husband and I were just talking about that. We are road trippers. That would be cool. I wish there was like a map of all the bead stores across the country. There used to be a lot of listings in the bead magazines, but like
that doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't exist. And also you had to pay for those listings.
Yeah.
And a lot of stores, you know, small businesses, that's not something that
it's not priority.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, this has been super fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We are not going to be seeing you guys tomorrow at noon like we typically would because it is parent-teacher conferences. Yeah. So I will be conferencing as a parent with a teacher. So we'll see you this Saturday for a Halloween party.
Yes. All day 1 to 5.
We will see. Yep. Make and takes are 1 to 3. Halloween costume contest, and rest of the party treats and deals and whatnot. 1 to 5.
And let me tell you something real quick. I told my husband about the costume contest, and I said, but I'm not going to dress up. And so ever since then, it's his mission. Oh, you should dress up as this. I'm like, no, I'm not going to dress up. You should dress up as that.
That's
no,
so
I'm not going to dress up.
What are some of his ideas?
He told me
you can share.
Well,
knowing Eric.
He wanted me to wear a muumuu and loud makeup, like what's her name on the Drew Carey show?
Mimi Bobek.
Yes.
That's so funny that you say that because anytime I'm at Savers and I'm looking at dresses, if there's anyone else in the aisle with me, if I see a dress that I'm like, okay, I know that I kind of walk that line sometimes, but how bold is this? So I'll say, would this dress make me look like Mimi Bobek? And if they say yes, then I buy it.
Yay! Awesome. Yeah.
She's my goal aesthetic.
Your spirit animal. Yeah.
Only I do orange instead of blue. It's a toned down orange.
Yeah. 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 If I were to dress up, I guess I'd be a Vulcan, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Real quick, I just wanted to remind you, Forest Frolic wrap is on our website. It's limited edition.
Sold out. Let me refresh it.
Yeah. Let's see how many are left.
It's not. There's still a couple kits left, guys. So I'm gonna link that in chat one more time for you guys. Cool. We will see you guys Saturday for the Halloween party if you're local or if you're coming into town for it. And then we will see you next Wednesday with Monthly Fun Pack. Is that what? Yeah, Monthly Fun Pack.
Any order placed before midnight tonight Central gets a print also.
Yes, and then I am going to link Monthly Fun Pack just because you guys might be like, what in the world is Monthly Fun Pack?
And usually Abby is the one making the fun pack and I'm the one playing with it. This time I made most of the fun pack. And what do you think, guys? Should we have Abby making samples with it? What does Abby want to make with it? Backwards. Let's do it. What do you think?
And then you can get a ton of practice running production.
Like the 1s and 2s.
Hey, that's a good idea.
We'll do it.
I love that. Okay, let me link monthly fun pack for you guys in chat if you want to check it out.
I had so much fun making it too. You can guess what colors it's gonna be. Come on.
So it sent out a little bit early, right? Did it send out a little early? I don't
A little
remember.
bit, I think.
Maybe we're
a
like
couple
a
days.
week late because of bead Yeah, we're like
Yeah.
a week late on stream because of bead extravaganza.
Yeah.
So this one that we're going to be streaming about is sent out already. If you are joining monthly fun pack with that link that we just posted in chat, it will be for the next monthly fun pack. So not this one that you are.
Yeah, you're not going to receive the one that we're doing
Wednesday.
Yeah.
But that's the fun of it. It's always a surprise.
It's a surprise.
All right. Well, thanks so much for watching, everybody. We appreciate hanging out with you guys all the time. This is super fun. And yeah, share pictures of what you create in our Facebook group. We love to see it. I hope you guys have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.